Everyone. Hope that you are having an awesome Wednesday. If you're hopping on, say hello. And I'm here to show you guys how to do a full moon ritual. And we have a full moon coming up tomorrow night. And so we really want to take advantage of this energy that we're in Leo. So I have a notebook here. So if you are watching this later, then just grab a notebook, pause this, whatnot. If you're watching it live, just grab a piece of paper right now. And this is something that we will be burning as well. So if you don't have time to burn it right now, just make sure you burn it as soon as possible. This is not something that we hang on to at all. I just had a client who wasn't aware of how to do a full moon ritual, and I do have a YouTube video on this, but I actually just kind of wanted to come on here and do it with you guys, because when we do these things in groups, the energy is actually amplified, and that's something that I find is really fun to do. So that being said, let's do this. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to write full moon. And by the way, I have one 50% off reading. If you are interested, click the link or message me and I'll book you in for that. In my typical regular sessions, I do a combination of all of my services, but because I'm offering this deal just so people can get a feel for like some of the things that I do, I just want to share that I offer. Typically a regular session is all of my services combined, just showing you guys what one aspect of what I do is. All right, so I'm writing full moon and I'm writing Leo, and I'm also going to be writing the date. So, or you can write the date of the full moon. So it'll be the 28th, but today I'm going to put the 27th because I'm also going to be doing this under the full moon tomorrow night as well. But I was being told to come and do this. And the reason why I know that is because I kind of asked for what I needed with my cards, and I got the 10 of Wands. And that was telling me for me to let go of my stuff, and therefore that's probably something that you guys need as well. Hello, Murray. Thanks so much for saying hi. So that's what I was being told, so that's what I did. I'm always listening to my inspired action. And then I got 3 of Wands preparation, and so it's kind of like, you know, when you get these guided messages to do something, that's really important to do it in the here and now. Otherwise, opportunities pass us by. So again, if you have an opportunity to do this with me, this might be something you say, oh, I'm going to do it later, and you don't. Process. Because a lot of people get kind of like writer's block, they think too much, and this is about a very like spiritual kind of ceremony that I'm offering, or that you're going to be offering to yourself. And so because we're working with Leo, that's fire energy, and so it's really important to be like on top of things right now, okay? So, excuse me, you might notice that what you're releasing in this process has to do with maybe times in your life where you procrastinated, or times in your life where you waited too long to do something and you had some regrets around it. So anything that, you know, you kind of wish that you could have changed. And so the other card that I got is my theme, but again, it's for everyone, is leadership. And so Leos are extremely, extremely strong people because they just get things done, and they do it quite well, which is great. So this is talking about keeping a positive attitude when you're transitioning, when you're moving forward, because this is actually a blessing. This is not a time to feel like stressed. It's actually all about gratitude and love for ourselves that we get to do these things and that we get to let go. And so we don't kind of say, oh God, is it a full moon already? It's like, yay, it's a full moon. I get to do this amazing experience, and I get to go through this. Okay, so just wanted to mention that. What's interesting is the King of Wands is also fire energy. So it's kind of telling us that if you're not balanced in terms of like, you're not doing creative projects, you're not doing the inner work, things like that, this can help you become more creative. This can help you become more intuitive. So what we're doing is by letting go of like how times in our life where we had like writer's block, times in our life where, you know, we just weren't feeling ourselves. This is what we're doing. Okay. So as we kind of like connect to what the full moon means, if we look at the numerology of the 27th today as well, 2 is all about relationships, and so partnerships, etc. So I already know, based on our reading yesterday too, that we're going to be kind of dumping old relationship energy. So people who are no longer serving us in our lives anymore energetically, they don't even have to be in your life anymore for this past stuff to start coming back up. Okay. So again, seizing the moment and taking advantage of these opportunities. And then the number 7, I just have a client here shortly, so I want to get through this. The number 7 is all about spirituality and taking time to reflect. So this is about creating a sacred space for yourself. If you want to do this with somebody else that's doing it with you, it's still kept private typically, because it's not about anybody else, but I'm just doing this with you guys to show you guys. So if you guys are all in that same energy and you want to open up and share with each other, that's great. Otherwise, if you're even just doing this with your partner, it could like change what you're writing and how you're writing it. So you have to be really vulnerable and open in this place. So I often will recommend for people to have a sacred space in their home, whether it's like your meditation corner or it's like, hopefully it's not the bathroom. My sacred spot at one point was the bathroom, but for me now, I'm thankful that I have like my healing office space that's just mine, and that's where I keep all of my like sacred things, and it feels really precious to me. So wherever that is for you, wherever your sanctuary is, that's where you're going to take yourself and create that quiet space for yourself. So what I often will do is I will light a candle, and typically a white candle is all about unconditional love, protection, that sort of thing. I'm working with green, that's the heart chakra, so again, working with different colors can represent different things. If we put the 2 and the 7 together, that makes 9, so this is all about intention setting. So we're going to trust that things are going to be unfolding the way that they're meant to by setting that, and so we can just kind of like let go of it and not have to attach ourselves to outcomes anymore, which is great. So what I'm doing is I'm smudging. Okay, so I'm taking my sage, lighting it, and saging myself and my space. And Palo Santo is a great thing that we can burn that will help bring us actually more inspiration and more positivity. So I do 1 for cleansing and 1 for uplifting, okay? And so that's what I do beforehand, or even you can keep burning it during. But that's kind of important that you're feeling really good in your space, and just seeing it, again, can't emphasize enough is that this is an opportunity. Okay, so then I'm going to start with I release. I have this supposed to be here. And then you're going to put I release blank, I release blank, I release blank. So whatever comes to you, and you just stop whenever you feel right. So I'm going to put I release all of my anger and resentment. And then if you need to step back from it, just take a few breaths. Again, it's not supposed to upset you, okay? I release feeling depressed, period. So without judgment, I release feeling drained. Okay, I release my negativity. I release feeling sad. I release feeling naive. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. So, I mean, that feels right to me. So that's what's coming up. Okay. And then I say, please, at the bottom, please allow this to be released in divine timing. Thank you. Sign your name. Robin. And so I'm now going to take this. With gratitude. So again, just grounding yourself as well. So, and for me, be careful because this is how we start fires. I'm just going to take my little piece of paper. I'm actually going to throw it in my candle. And hi Melinda. Let me know if you guys do full moon rituals. Have you ever done one? What were your experiences like? So what will happen is when things start to come up for us based on what we said we wanted to release, life is going to start changing because we're going to be starting to let go of some of these things. So we kind of have to stir up a little fire, you know, before things can get better, because otherwise it just kind of will keep hanging out in your energy, or it might just kind of keep reappearing in different types of relationships. Why do I keep dating the same guy that's abusive? Why do I keep working the same types of jobs? You know, why do these same friends over and over, you know, keep taking advantage of me or keep talking about me behind my back? And so maybe there's something that you could release yourself that could change that pattern for you, that habit, or that belief system that you're carrying around. I love fire. So it's interesting with the Leo fire energy, you might really actually just enjoy the fire process like I am right now. And so what's going to happen is just trust that this is associated to this ritual or this ceremony that you did. And I prefer to do this directly underneath the moon, but I wanted to come on here today and show you guys this and kind of get my own full moon ritual going, because we are in full moon energy right now because it's tomorrow, and then we'll really be really powerful tomorrow night under the full moon. If you want to have a bonfire, or if you have a nice fireplace in your home, that might be nice with like a glass of wine with your partner. If you don't have one, just enjoying the alone time that you're getting perhaps right now. And then, so what's going to happen is this is going to trickle into your new moon. So feels like that's all that I need to do right now because it's stopped. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to burn the other half of my pieces on my own time, and just kind of, you know, I might say a couple things while I'm releasing that in my own sacred space, but regardless, that feels nice to me. And so again, this is something we can do even like the day after the full moon as well. So if you're doing a few of these, just be really mindful of how much you're releasing, because if you're releasing too much, then just keep in mind, like, you're going to be stirring up a lot of this stuff. So we're going to be feeling this between, yeah, Hank's pretty funny in the background. He's hilarious. I love him. So between now and our new moon, and around the next new moon on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing healing meditation, sound healing, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. So over the next couple weeks, you're going to be finding that this is the time of the release. So we're kind of like feeling the energy up until the full moon. All this like energy is kind of coming up for us. We're becoming aware that it's what's happening. We're just observing. We're not getting involved in it. We're observing and not judging it. And then when we dump, over the next couple of weeks, you're going to be finding that this is where it's really going to be coming up. And therefore, you're going to be feeling like, okay, you know, I'm glad I released this stuff, because now with the new moon, I'm ready to manifest. I'm really ready to feel like these new beginnings or like these new relationships or these new career opportunities, whatever it is, are more likely to come in because I'm in a space where I'm open and not full of all of these emotional things that I'm still hanging on to. Make sense? So kumbaya. My next person is at 12:45, so I'm going to hop onto my Zoom. Yes, the same types of relationships keep repeating over and over. There must be a lesson I am not learning. What I am not repairing, I am repeating. Exactly. So that would be a big part of your practice. Feel free to share, comment on here. Again, past experiences that you've had and how this goes for you. I'd love to hear. You can go into my YouTube channel and watch the other video. And you'll get more information out of that one too. Cool beans. Bye for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And again, there's one spot available if you'd like to have a reading.